Howdy, howdy, everybody. I am making sushi today with a twist. Also, for those of you that don't like the nori sheets, I'm going to show you another way that you can do the same sort of thing. So I'm just making like a egg crepe over here. And I didn't get my seaweed out that I bought yesterday. So I've just bought just nori sheets. Now, you used to have to toast these in the oven and stuff like that. I don't think you need to do that anymore. No, none of that stuff. Now, also, what I've got is cauliflower rice, okay? We are not making this with rice, so we're making it with cauliflower rice. And you guys, you can put anything that you like in here. This is getting a bit of a bugger, isn't it? There we go. Right. So when we make these, it's the shiny side that goes on the outside. The not so shiny side goes on the inside. Now, the rice, you know, when you do this rice normally, you have it with normally have vinegar, sugar, and salt in it. And that's what makes it, and rice is sticky. So what we're going to do is we are going to put some of Polly's mayo in it instead. And I'll get a spoon. So that it stays together, because there's nothing worse than trying to eat rice and sushi and all the rice is falling apart and you're like, how the hell do I hold this thing together? This is how. Now, there's one thing that I want to say, like about my mayo, right? Is it shouldn't be something that you have lots of every day. It is something like, because you got to think that you either make it with vinegar or you make it with lemon juice. Either way, it's still a fruit sauce, so it's still got sugar in it. That's probably why a lot of you love it, especially if you've been here a couple of times. Like, oh, I just craved the mayo, because it's a bit of sweetness, okay? So this is why it's just something sparingly, like you don't need it all the time. So this wouldn't be a snack that you'd be creating all the time. Now, I did make a roast chook yesterday and I just shredded it up. So we'll need some of that. I just have it ready like this, and, you know, the kids here in this house, they make bowls of lettuce and bean sprouts and stuff, and then they put this on top, and then they boil some eggs and have that with it too. So I'm just going to use some of the chicken. Then I've also got an avocado. If you don't like avocado, don't put it in it. Use something else. You can use smoked salmon, as long as your smoked salmon doesn't have sugar in it. Look, I know it's a little bit processed, but, you know, I live in Katherine in the Northern Territory. There's a lot of stuff that you cannot get fresh. So, and, you know, even the hot smoked salmon, which is really nice. I really like that. Our butcher was doing it there for a little while. But we're just going to prepare this so that when we roll these things up, all of this is just going to be able to fit in it so that we can roll it up with it. So a bit of avocado. And like I said, you can put anything that you like in these things. Cucumber. And just make them into little sticks as well. And whatever you don't use, you can just chop up and put in a salad. That's the other good thing. Now, some sushi you put in omelettes. So I'm just going to roll this one up and cut some slithers out of it so that we can put that in there. Time for the cook. So I did get a rolling mat yesterday. And that's what's going to help us roll all of this up. Now, you can put lettuce, you can put anything in this, like I said. Sheet. Let's see, you can go either way. Maybe, oh, there's two there. That was good. We'll go this way. So we're going to put some of our rice on. And you want enough so that when it makes a complete circle, they meet up together. So I did half a head of cauliflower here. So it will make probably 2 sushi rolls, maybe 2 and a bit. And there's only really me that, and Hannah might eat these. So these will be my snacks for a few days. So like I'm just letting you know that like I only did half a head of cauliflower and they're not huge heads down here at this moment in time. Now, you can put avocado, put it down the middle, bit of chicken. Now remember, less is more. We don't need so much. And most of this is just vegetables. Normally they're all rice, eh? Then if you want to, you can put a slice of cucumber just so that you get that crunch in there. And then it's just roll it up. So just hold the middle and roll it. Don't push down too hard. Then pull it back. So pull it back there so that then that sort of centers it all. Once you've got to the edge of the cauliflower, pull it back. And you can pull this back around and then roll it up the rest of the way. And just give it a pull as you go. Now, if it starts to fall out the end, just push it back in. It'll be fine. Now, because this isn't rice and it's not going to be this sticky mess that we can have, we will need to let them sit for a little bit, just so that the nori sheets do become that little bit softer, so that when you cut them, you're not cutting them and they're all falling to pieces on you. I'm going to Now, I just fried my rice off just in a bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. And I just had a taste of it. Then it could probably use a bit more salt and pepper. So then we'll do another one here. Now, I know we're out of processed foods and stuff at the moment, but you can use if it's just small amounts, you can use like a tamari, which is a soy sauce with got no gluten in it and no sugar usually. You can use that just to dip it in if you want to. But like I said, this is not an everyday thing. This is just something like, oh man, I just need something a bit different. So we'll put a bit of egg. I love cucumber. It's one of my favourites. I love the crunch of it, same as celery. And then we can put a bit, this one could be sort of just a vegetable and egg one. So hold the middle, roll it up. And once you get to the end of the rice, just pull it just so you tighten it up a little bit. Now you'll notice straight away that the nori sheet starts to get a bit softer with the moisture that's coming out of your cauliflower and the dressing that's in it. This one's not as big because I thought I'd just make a couple of small ones. And just sit it on top of the little flap that runs around the edge. Just sit it on top of that so it has a chance to make it moist. Make as many of those as you want. I've got enough there to make one more. But then, if you don't like seaweed sheets, you can make whatever you like. Like I just made an omelette. So it's just egg. That's it. 3 eggs, made 2 of those omelettes. And then I'll just get out my, I'm just over here in the fridge. Oh, I just use rocket. There you go. Now, guys, you can put like chili in these things. You can put any other veggies, capsicum, lettuce, tomato, whatever. So we can make one out of this. So you can put in a bit of cucumber, put in your chicken. I just put a bit of rocket on the bottom there. You can put some capsicum, bit of chili, avocado dressing. That's it. Bit of salt and pepper. And you just roll that up. This one you don't need to let set. Now, to eat it, you just cut that in half. And there's a little roll that you can do without the nori sheets. So there's just 2 quick and easy snacks. These can actually be a meal. Just remember, keep it simple and just play. Like food is like when we were little kids, just play around and make different things. You can also just get the sushi sheets out and like cut little squares and just dunk, like put some of the topping on top, put it whatever you want on top of that, and that can just be something that you pick up multitude of ways. All right, enjoy. See ya.